Everyone tries to be the sun and shine like what already exists, but who will be the moon and glow in times of darkness? This whole walk of faith began my sophomore year of high school. This when I had my first knee injury, and for 3 months I couldn't walk, run, or do anything physical. So I just prayed and I prayed for an alternative, really anything, just to pass this time. So that's when I decided to join a national FFA organization, and I just fell in love with it. It was a great organization. When I was eligible, I decided to run for a state office position. I was able to get it. It was a blessed opportunity. I got a chance to go on an international leadership seminar to South Africa my senior year of high school, and also be a delegate at the national convention, which at the time was held 2 years ago. It was in actually Louisville, Kentucky. And that's where I met my advisor, Dr. Stacy Vincent, and that's how I got here to the University of Kentucky. This past year, I was heavily involved in the UK Manners chapter. I was a freshman representative, and I also got a chance to represent the UK Manners chapter at the 32nd annual National Manners Conference and a National Undergraduate Public Speaking Competition. I was top 6 in the nation and 6 people from all over the country, and I was blessed to receive first place in that competition and speak in front of 1,500 or 1,700 people. And that's how I had the confidence to say, hey, maybe what I have to say is important. And I just applied for the new student induction ceremony sophomore speaker, and I ended up getting it.
The winner of this year's speech contest is Juwan Page. Family, okay, great. He is from Ashland, Mississippi, and is a sophomore majoring in career and technical education and equine science and management. Please join me in welcoming Juwan.
Good afternoon. Can y'all hear me up there pretty good? All right. I see everybody fanning, so I know it's kind of hot. But on the bright side, we can start it, right? Okay, we kind of excited about that. Probably hadn't had enough free food. Maybe need some more t-shirts. Y'all freshmen, we supposed to be like, yeah. Okay, we up. That's good. This week was designed to make the transition from high school to college as smooth as possible. This ceremony right now is coming so full circle to me, to be honest, because last year I was literally sitting somewhere over there in the middle. And I was looking on the stage and I was like, man, I'm terrified. I don't know what college has to offer. This ceremony, I began to reflect on it afterwards, and I realized that this is probably one of the only times that I see my entire graduating class and their families here at one time. So I'm glad that you all came out to share this moment with one another. So give yourselves a round of applause. As I said, I was just sitting in you all's seats literally a year ago. And I just thought about the idea and thought of coming to college. I thought about it, and it can be a scary thing. Because as a new student, we just don't know what to expect. I call this the fear of the unknown. And this is a dilemma that's difficult for our students, our parents, and the entire family. Before I came to orientation a year ago, I had never even been on the University of Kentucky's campus. And just to tell you a secret, Lexington, Kentucky is nothing like my small country town, Ashland, Mississippi. I knew I wanted to come to a good college, however, and just knowing why I was here, to be honest, is part of what kept me grounded. College for most of us is going to be the first time that we experience complete freedom. You can eat where you want and sleep where you want. And what more does a college student want, right? There are so many things to do, and that's going to follow with some responsibilities. There are 16 colleges on this campus and 500 student organizations. As the semester progresses, you're going to meet some students involved in these colleges and organizations. And just like any other college campus, some of these students may think just because I'm a sophomore, or just because they're a junior or a senior, that they got college figured out, as if it was one big puzzle. I'm not telling you to be stubborn, and I'm not telling you not to listen to them. But take my advice when I tell you all advice isn't good advice. At the end of the day, I want you all to do what's best for you. Everyone has a different story and has traveled a different path to get to where they are today. And this is what makes us who we are. And we should never forget that. I'm only 19 years old, and I can't stand up here and tell you that I'm not nervous. But what I can tell you is college is a place where it's young adults. We're beginning to find ourselves and who we really are. But I don't believe that this is a place to where we should lose sight of ourselves and who we really are. This past year, I received a lot of advice, to be honest. But one thing that I was not told from the beginning of my college experience was to be myself. And I know this seems so simple and minute to say in front of thousands of people. But I feel that this is important because college isn't easy. No one is telling you, wake up, go to class. No one is forcing you to do their homework. No one is going to be here holding your hand telling you, hey, balance your social life and academic life to the best ability that you can. So 2 years ago, in order for me to never lose sight of who I am as a person, I take this kind of serious, so I made me a quote. I know it's kind of corny, right? My quote is, everyone tries to be the sun and shine light where it already exists, but who would be the moon and glow in times of darkness? If you want to make a successful social and academic transition to the University of Kentucky, I just encourage you all to be the moon. And what this means is don't be a follower. Just because your roommate isn't going to class, it doesn't mean you doesn't have to go. Don't skip studying for midterms and go out to tons of social events when you know your grades aren't where they should be. And this is the most important one. Please don't be someone who lets other people live for you and through you. Be you. I challenge each and every student right now in here to be the moon. Be someone who stands out and lets your light shine for you and your entire family, even when times seem dark and discouraging this semester or this year. Everyone tries to be the sun and shine light where it already exists, but who will be the moon and glow in times of darkness? Never forget who you are and why you all are here at the University of Kentucky. Thank you.
This upcoming year, I'll be a residence advisor on South Campus, Woodland Glen 4. And I'll also be the parliamentarian for the UK Manor Chapter. And lastly, I'll be a College of Agriculture, Food and Environment ambassador. And on top of that, I'm still trying to make Dean's List this year again. I don't know what's next. I don't have life figured out, and I definitely don't have my time here in UK figured out. But I'm looking forward to the next few years here, because the college experience is not something that can be predicted. To be honest, I'm not even sure if it's something that can be vividly explained. It's a new beginning, and this seems like the place to where everything resets itself and elevates itself only if we allow it. Everyone tries to be the sun and shine like what already exists, but who will be the moon and glow in times of darkness?